Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence. Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me today. And in today's Cephalabon contributor video, I'm so excited to be talking to you about a fragrance that is one of the best, if not the best, chocolate fragrances on the market. I'm also going to be letting you know what you can do in order to enter for a chance to win a full-size bottle of this expensive fragrance, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin this video and I tell you my thoughts on Symphonium by Xerjoff, which is one of the best, if not the best, chocolate fragrances on the market, and I also tell you what you can do for your chance to enter to win a full-size bottle, I do want to mention that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, if you like fragrance reviews, top 10s, and more, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content as well. Now, if you would like to enter for your chance to win a full-size bottle of Symphonium by Xerjoff, all you have to do is shoot on over to cephalabon.com. I'm going to leave a link for that in the description box below. And then once you're there, make sure to read through the article, familiarize with yourself with the stipulations on what you need to comment in order to enter for a chance to win. And then after you become a registered reader, you just leave a comment below the article and you will automatically be entered to win. So make sure to check back to cephalabon.com on the date specified so you know if you are the lucky winner or not. Good luck, everybody. I'm rooting for you, and I can't wait for more people to experience this fragrance. So this has Belgian chocolate, but it's a very complex fragrance. You have a lot of orange in the opening, you have mandarin, you have Spanish orange. You also have a combination of different oud ingredients in the base in addition to Madagascan vanilla. It is such a beautiful, rich, decadent, chocolatey, and gourmand perfume. And it was originally released back in 2015, and then it was recently re-released, and this is part of the 1717 Stone Label collection. The perfumer for this, of course, is Chris Maurice, and I've had the pleasure of meeting him in person several times in Spain and also in the States, and he's incredibly talented at what he does. And I think we really have a masterpiece on our hands with this one. So I'm very excited to give you my thoughts on the smell. Let's start things off with the presentation. This fragrance is one of the most photorealistic chocolate perfumes you will ever smell in your life. There are so many exquisite chocolate fragrances out there, many of which I own and I'm a huge fan. Of course, we have Chocolate Greedy by Montal and we have Sorriso by Profumum Roma. But there's something exceptionally well done and masterfully blended about this fragrance. And so you have the Spanish mandarin, you have the Italian orange in the opening. You also get some spices in there. There are hints of cardamom, which really entice the wearer and those around you to create a really unique blend of notes. Add some spicy elements, some citrusy elements, but the chocolate, that Belgian chocolate that is residing in the heart of this composition is really where the magic is going to happen. And so when it comes to the note of chocolate or sometimes cocoa or cacao, it can come across smelling a little powdery. That's not the case with this one. It opens up very flavorful with that orange and chocolate combination, but I think it's the gourmand vanilla that is residing in the base of the perfume that's really providing this really intoxicating sweetness to the blend. And so the vanilla is very full, it's very robust. I think it also contributes to the incredible longevity of this fragrance. And so if you're looking for a fragrance that's going to last, 6-7 hours, that might not necessarily be the case with this one. I get upwards of 10, 11, 12 hours longevity with this fragrance, and the projection is also amazing. Now, after you spray it on, the orangey nuances are going to start to settle down a bit. And so you're gonna get more of the chocolate in the heart. You're gonna get those spicy tendencies a little bit, but that combination of musk and the two varieties of oud really start to come to the fore. And so you have Thai oud, and then you also have, according to the back, it says Laotian oud or oud from Laos. So you have that combination of Laotian oud and Thai oud. For me, on my skin and my experiences with Laotian oud, it's always been a very smooth, wearable sort of an oud. I know a lot of times when we think of the note of agarwood or oud, it usually conjures up images of like the barnyard variety. That's not going on in this fragrance because you have so much of that gourmand chocolate and vanilla combination that really is delectable and mouth-watering. And so even as I smell it now, I sprayed this fragrance about 15 to 20 minutes ago. The chocolate is still going strong in this fragrance. The orange has started to taper off a little bit, but you can still see the shadow, right? You can still perceive the remnants of that orange still sort of lingering, but you can tell it's making its exit. It's on its way out. And that's another thing that I really love about this fragrance is the non-linearity of it. Not only is it a complex fragrance, but it's one that evolves quite a bit. And so the more time you spend with it, the more it'll start to reveal different nuances and aspects of its personality. I think this is an absolutely stunning, remarkable, and beautiful chocolate fragrance. And there are a lot of chocolate fragrances, as I mentioned, and many of which I do own. And this is really in the top 3, if not in the #1 spot. I actually do plan on making a top 10 best chocolate fragrances video, which will include a mix of indie, niche, and designer fragrances. I don't want to divulge what's going to be in the #1 spot, so you have to stay tuned for that. But let me tell you what, this is an exceptional fragrance, phenomenal quality. Links to purchase are going to be down below. And of course, make sure you do enter for your chance to win a full bottle of this fragrance over at cephalabon.com. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, this is totally a unique fragrance. When it comes to other chocolate, cocoa, or cacao fragrances, of course, they tend to go in a few different directions. Soriso is very powdery. I always said that Montal's offering Chocolate Greedy kind of reminds me of a Ferrero Rocher chocolate. This has that Belgian chocolate with the orange, and those are the two standout ingredients you're gonna get from it. Very gourmand, mouth-wateringly good. I'm personally a huge fan of this fragrance. Perfect for this time of the year as well. Longevity is 12 plus hours. The projection is amazing for the first 2.5 to 3 hours of wearing, and so it will radiate beyond an arm's length. It starts to sit closer to the skin until about that 8 to 9 hour mark, and then at that 10 to 12 hour mark, it's a skin scent, but you can still smell it on you. In terms of the versatility, perfectly unisex. I think somebody who's a little bit younger will gravitate towards this one just because the sweetness will, I think, appeal to somebody who's a little bit younger, but somebody who's a little bit older and more sophisticated will also really enjoy this fragrance too, because it is nuanced by those other ingredients, the agarwood, the spices, and all of those other notes that I mentioned earlier. I think this one is formal, and it's especially formal because of the price. It is on the pricey side. But I think if you can afford to wear this casually, it's a very spirit-lifting and mood-enhancing type of a smell. And so it is one that I would recommend wearing casually as well. I'm a believer that you should wear your perfumes, don't save them for that special occasion and wear them only once or twice a year. Kind of defeats the purpose of buying yourself something really special. Wear it when you want your special, so wear your fragrance as often as you can. In terms of the presentation, very few fragrances, if any, top a Xerjoff presentation. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and luxurious, and the quality, everything from the atomizer, the attention to detail, the label on the front, even the names of the fragrances are really top notch. My final verdict on this fragrance is it's an amazing chocolate-based fragrance, especially when you think about those chocolates, those Belgian chocolates that are infused with orange rinds. It's so photorealistic. It's an incredible fragrance. And thank you so much for joining me today on this review. I hope you took something of value from this video. If you would like to enter for your chance to win a full-size bottle, and let me just say this, the person who wins is going to be super, super lucky. Make sure to shoot on over to cephalabon.com. Also, for good measure, leave a comment down below in this video too. Let me know what you thought of this review. If you have any recommendations, any suggestions, if you have a favorite chocolate perfume, or even if you have a favorite Xerjoff fragrance, I'm always curious to know. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you very soon.